To be honest, Hong Kong had never been a city that had particularly attracted me, but in the months leading up to this trip, we watched a lot of videos about it on YouTube, and I found it a fascinating city full of contrast. So, as we were planning to go to the Philippines, and we couldn't fly directly, we decided that it was the perfect excuse to discover this city, and the truth is that it did not disappoint. As I told you, we originally planned a trip to the Philippines, but we organized it so that we could extend the stopovers to spend 4 days or so in Hong Kong, 2 before the Philippines and 2 after returning. But before we continue, if this is the first video of ours that you see, this is Alex and I am Anna, and we love to travel whenever we get some time off work and make videos about it. So if you like that too, we would love it if you subscribed, cause only 2% of the people that watches our videos are subscribed, so it would really help us if you hit the subscribe button now, and also if you like the video. We are trying to upload weekly videos of our trips from last year and this year, and we are going to alternate them. So if you see difference in our hair, that's why. And we also hope that you will see how we have improved the quality of the videos. We also work organizing trips, so if you need some help or you would like us to organize your trip to Hong Kong, the Philippines or another destination, we will leave you some information about it on the description so that you can contact us. But back to the first day of our trip, we landed very early, so the first thing on the list was to go to the hotel, drop off our bags and have breakfast. But before we go on to tell you what we did, let's get a bit of background. I guess you know, but Hong Kong is a special administrative region of China, and it's not very big, but the airport is on an island a bit far from the city, so it takes a while to get there. The areas where you will probably spend most of your time as a tourist will be Kowloon and Hong Kong Island, so these are the best areas to stay in. We chose a hotel for the first few days in the Kowloon area, and then we switched to Hong Kong Island. And the truth is that we liked both. I will tell you the pros and cons of each in the vlog, but if you can split your stay in both, I think it's a very good idea. We had to go to Kowloon, so we took the train because the bus connection was supposed to be longer, and in the end we ended up having to take a taxi after the train. So actually I think I would recommend the bus over the train because it is much cheaper and it took us about the same amount of time. When we arrived at the hotel, we dropped our bags, changed because it was much hotter than we had imagined, and went to have breakfast because we were very hungry. Before I tell you what was the first thing we went to see that day, I have to warn you, I'm going to pronounce all the names wrong.
Je m'appelle.
Mais Popo!
I will try to do my best, but I don't advise you to take my pronunciation as a reference because people will make fun of you. But anyway, the first plan of the day was to go to Choi Hon State.
Mais Popo!
And we discovered this place in the blogs of Sam and Victor, who are 2 photographers and YouTubers who live in Hong Kong and make vlogs from there, so we got many recommendations from their channel. Sam and Victor said it was very well worth it, a visit, because it is a great example of Hong Kong's social housing model. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, I didn't know about it before I went there either. In Hong Kong, from the mid-50s onwards, a social housing program was set up to help the lower income population to access housing, and I think it's very interesting to visit, but if you go, don't forget that there are a lot of people living there, so try not to make too much noise and disturb as little as possible. There are many more neighborhoods like this. I'm sure you've seen photos on Instagram such as Jake Chun or Quarry Bay, but we decided that one was enough to experience it, and we didn't go to the rest. Things we've learned in Hong Kong so far. First, in the bus you have to pay the exact fare or they keep the change. And second, even if the temperature in February is 20 degrees, it feels like 30. So we went on and went to Nang Liang Garden, which is not far from Choi Hon State. After that we were that hot and tired, so we went back to the center to eat. And the truth is that we had a long list of dumpling restaurants, a local cuisine, but we had a Japanese restaurant in our list. And well, Japan is our weakness, and in Germany the fish is not the best, so when we saw this one, we couldn't resist. We've been resting at the hotel and had a shower, and now we are gonna go to the city again to see sunset. The plan was to go and watch sunset at a viewpoint in the Harbour City Mall that we had seen in a vlog, but the mall is so big that we got lost and we couldn't find the viewpoint. In the end we ended up in the parking, but hey, it had a view that wasn't bad at all. When it got dark, we went out for dinner in the area. We had several places, but in the end we chose this one, Pici. which is an Italian restaurant that we had seen in Sam and Victor's vlog just a week before, and I really wanted to try it. And so we come to the second day. Second day in Hong Kong. Today we could sleep and now we're gonna visit a temple in the north of Hong Kong. And the first activity of the day was to go to the Western Monastery, which is a temple in Tsuen Wan. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it, but that's the best I can do. And that area is quite far from the center, so we woke up early to go. We had to take the metro and then a bus, which turned out to be a very small minibus that didn't even have a screen to show where it was going. So as the temple was in the middle of the mountains and we didn't have much signal, we stopped as soon as someone got off, although it was a couple of stops before we had to get off, and then we walked. Day 2 in Hong Kong, and today we came to visit a temple that is in the north of the city, so let's go. The truth is that although it takes a while to get there, it was worth it. It is a very beautiful temple and the views were incredible. Besides, there was nobody there. I don't think there are many tourists that come visit, because afterwards we stopped at a little market and the lady at the shop asked us a lot of questions and seemed quite surprised to see tourists. After the temple, as we had hardly had any breakfast and it was cloudy and rainy, we decided to change our plans a bit and go to Sham Shui Po to have something to eat and to look at a couple of shops. Oh, and we learned how to stop the bus in Cantonese. Well, we think we did.
¿Pararemos o no pararemos? Sí. Jaime dice, ¿has ficha?
Alejandro, ¿qué quieres decir para el autobús?
Shobase Yolo.
If anyone speaks Cantonese, please let us know in the comments what that phrase means and if it is really useful for stopping the bus. although I am uploading this vlog in summer, we went to Hong Kong at the beginning of 2024, only a couple of weeks after the Chinese New Year, but there were still a lot of decorations for the Year of the Dragon. And besides, in a couple of days it was Lantern Festival, so we went to Hong Kong Island to see a street that I had seen on Instagram that they used to decorate. But first we had the great idea to buy a coffee.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Big mistake, really a rookie mistake, to think that we had already beaten the jet lag, because we had slept well that night. But well, ignorant of our mistake, we went happily with our coffee to Little Avenue, and we were lucky because the decorations of the Year of the Dragon were still up. Tomorrow is the Lantern Festival here in Hong Kong, but we have to fly to the Philippines early in the morning, so we won't be here. So we came one day early to Hong Kong Island to see if we can check the decorations.
It's been too long. Won't you come back to me? If I did you wrong, I'll make it right, you'll see. Back to my arms. I would give anything if you would give your love to me.
After that, although we had already had brunch, we were a bit hungry, so we took advantage of the fact that we were already in Hong Kong Island to go and try the duck and rice in a place that we had seen everywhere and which has many awards. Although probably at first glance you wouldn't expect this place to have that many awards.
And water for her.
I would give anything if you would give your love to me.
Sí.
The truth is that we didn't love the place, the rice was good, but sharing a table, although it is very typical in Hong Kong, when you have been walking all day, is not what we felt like. However, the place was very cheap. After that, we went to the bay to see the views from the Hong Kong Island side, although our original plan was to go watch sunset at Garden Hill. But as the weather was so bad, we decided to leave it. So if you go and have better luck with the weather, I think that could be a good idea. Instead, we took the Star Ferry back to Kowloon.
On the balcony, no one else is home. I swear I drank a half bottle in less than a half hour. I swear I didn't mean to give away my power. On the balcony, and it's getting cold. Can someone, anyone, hold me? I swear I drank to have fun, not to forget. But halfway in, I noticed it was.
The next morning we had to fly very early to go to the Philippines, so that night we changed hotels to one that was next to the airport. But first we stopped to buy something sweet to snack on, which we ended up having at 3 in the morning because we couldn't sleep, because we had that second coffee. We went to get our bags to the hotel and then took a taxi to the hotel by the airport. And well, that's all for the first half of our Hong Kong trip. The next vlog will be in the Philippines, but after that we will go back to Hong Kong to tell you all about the second part of our trip. I hope you liked the video, and if so, we really appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching the video, and see you in the next one in the Philippines. Ciao!